Okay, you bedtime motherfuckers. I said I was gonna give you a little story, but it's kind of like one of those stories that teaches you something. And basically, like for us, since we're holding right now this position against incredible odds, and we want to get our fucking money. We want to get our fucking money, and nothing's gonna stop us. Well, here's a little story about Benito and his brother Mad Mike. Back in the 90s, these two fucking idiots were looking at where to make money. Make money to keep them out of prison too, okay? So they came out with an idea. They were going to become ambulance drivers. Only problem was, imagine those two fucking guys trying to stick a needle in somebody's arm. I didn't even think Mad Mike had a driver's license. It's no big deal. So once they found out that they weren't going to be saving nobody, the fucking sirens, they decided they were going to hatch this fucking diabolical plot. They went to the Bronx and they found in the daily newspaper, Daily News, a fucking used ambulance. And they show them all the time, you know, ambulance goes a certain amount of time, whatever. It's fucking ambulance. It look fucked up. This ambulance looked worse than the Ghostbuster fucking mobile. Doesn't matter. These guys fucking, they registered their business. I don't know what it was called, but I know it was fucking something ridiculous. And they couldn't call themselves an ambulance service. You know, running people from the street. Let's say somebody fell down a fucking hole and they took them to the hospital. What they would do is they would fucking send out a bill to the insurance. Now that little drive could probably cost you in a cab $4, but in an ambulance that's $2,000. So these two fucking idiots, they went and they bought a fucking ambulance. It was New York State law. They were not paramedics or EMS. These fucking guys didn't even know how to put a fucking band-aid on somebody. So it was called an Ambulet. So this fucking thing was hilarious. It couldn't have illegal lights on top, so they had like secret lights in the fucking grill and the dashboard. So what they would do, they would put a police scanner on this fucking death mobile, and they would be waiting all night long in this fucking neighborhood waiting for somebody to call for fucking help. Ayuda. All of a sudden, on their first or second night, they picked up a couple of people. I don't even know what it was. People choking on a meal. I don't know what, but they rolled up in there and no stretcher, no fucking wheelchair. They were walking in. Come on. We got you right ready for you. They were thinking about the $2,000 they were going to fucking bill everybody. It fucking Blue Cross Blue Shield. No, they didn't give a fuck. They would even bill Abuelita. They didn't give a fuck. They just knew it was $2,000 that they were going to bill. So these guys were ready. They had a stack of invoice. They were just waiting to get your fucking thumbprint on it. You could be dead. They'll fucking be taking your hand and fucking putting it in the ink. So anyway, the fucking death Ambulet was roaming around and they're fucking making a killing. They're making money because once those invoices go out, they have to be paid within 30 days. It's just one of those things, you know, or they can refuse service to somebody. Whatever. 30 days, they're rolling in cash. They look like they were hip-hop people during the day, and in the nighttime, they were out there. They didn't even have the EMS uniforms. These guys look like Michael Myers without the mask. They're like mechanic uniforms. If these fucking guys came to you and you were about to die, you'd rather the Grim Reaper take your fucking soul away than these two fucks. Okay, it gets better. After they were doing fucking jobs, and you know, some of them, the city EMS would come and beat them to it, so they couldn't get that job. So sometimes they went out there, they didn't get it. So they were constantly racing to locations. I mean, jumping on sidewalks, so fucking kind of things. They fucking will do everything. I remember one time they told me that they saw a guy walking a little bit drunk, and they were watching him for like 2 blocks, rolling the ambulance behind them to see if that fucking guy would just fall over. They were praying the motherfucker would trip and they would throw him back in the fucking ambulance and take him to a fucking 114 St. Luke's hospital. Okay, here comes the day the Ambulet business went out of business. If they had to give anybody specialty care, like oxygen tanks and shit like that, you know, nothing meds, it's like they couldn't distribute that stuff. They probably had aspirins or something, but that's about, they couldn't do that. But anything where they had to put, like, let's say, for example, like provided wheelchair, oxygen. What was the other one? A neck brace, some fucking weird shit. If they had to do that, that thing could have gone up to $5,000. So there was a call of this lady, and this lady was supposed like somebody's, I don't know, something like a mom, like a mom character. Just think about a lady in her 50s or something, that she was feeling dizzy and she needed to go to the doctor, whatever. Guess what? These guys were basically across the street from the radio hit, you know, the 911 stuff. They were there. They grabbed this fucking wheelchair that they probably stole from the supermarket. You know, those free fucking wheelchairs in case you can't walk around. They roll up in this fucking lady's house, and this lady's house, there's like a family gathering. And I guess she, I don't know, felt sick, whatever. This lady's a heavy set woman, whatever. So all of a sudden, they roll in there. Yeah, we're here to pick up. We just got the call. Is everybody okay? Can you imagine Benito rolling up and seeing if you're okay? All of a sudden, they roll this fucking chair in the living room and the lady's there. That's one fucking problem. This fucking lady is huge. This lady got a fucking hoof. She looks like fucking orca. And all of a sudden, they're thinking how they're going to do this. Didn't matter to Benito. He was thinking $5,000. He was going to go to Jamaica and be down there with Bob Marley. So he told her, okay, we got to get you in the chair. So the lady's like, no, I'm not going to fit in that chair. Don't say that to that motherfucker. He said, well, why don't we try? He fucking put his arm around this lady. Fuck her neck. Fuck her diabetic foot. He didn't give a fuck. He fucking lifted her the fuck up. The fucking Shrek motherfucker that he was. And when the lady's looking at the family, like, help. Fucking Mad Mike grabbed her, spun her around. And they jammed this woman in. She was halfway in the family. But wait, no, that doesn't look right. They spun that thing around. And they pushed her through the fucking door. And they were taking it down the hallway. So now she's telling the family, I don't want to go with them. I don't want to go. And fucking Mad Mike is pressing the button in the elevator. And it's going like 2, 3, 4, 5. It had to get to the 6th floor. They were done. They didn't give a fuck if the family was going to put a fight or anything. This lady was going in the Ambulet. Because the second she went in there, short drive 114, $5,000. All of a sudden, some of the family members said, no, we're going to take her in our own car. Now you're taking money from Benito's hands. That wasn't happening. So Benito was like, nope, she's in the chair. She's going to the hospital. And the lady's like, no, I'm not. Let me get up. And Mad Mike is like, no, but you can't get up. See, you can't get your balance. He's putting pressure on her fucking neck. Fucking lady's looking at Mike like, what the fuck? Get off me. I'll get the fuck up. All of a sudden, Benito's doing the linebacker stuff, making sure that people are pushed away. And the family's getting crazy. The family's about to fuck these two up. Then the door opens. They jammed this lady in the wheelchair. They just run in. So obviously the two idiots, they go in there. So now it's the two fucking morons and the lady in this chair. And she's putting up some resistance. The funny thing about it is, Benito's telling me, you better not move out of that chair. And Mike was telling me that he was talking to her like, look at you, your fucking days of freedom are gone. The only way you're going to walk out of that chair is when we get you to the fucking hospital. And she's like, what is wrong with you two? Why don't you leave me alone? Can you stop it? Whatever. So anyway, Mike is just telling, listen, we're just going to take you to the hospital. It's going to be a fast trip. And this lady's trying to get up. And Mike said, no, you have to pull down. But he's like using force. All of a sudden, the elevator door opens up on the first floor. And the family ran down the stairs to save whoever she was. I don't know if she was mom, abuelita. I don't know who the fuck she was. It was this lady, is a big black woman. And all in all, it was getting real. In the lobby, Bennett wasn't having it. He basically did the linebacker thing. He just pushed everybody. Hey, get off me. I just fell down. Fucking shoes going everywhere. And Mike is just following him with this lady at high speeds. They get out there and get to the Ambulet. You would think that the Ambulet was parked in front of the building. No, it was across the street. They fucking wheeled her in fucking oncoming traffic on Amsterdam Avenue. How that lady didn't get hit by a bus, nobody knows. But here's the thing. She has to ride in the back. That's how she's a patient, okay? There's a difference between medical transport and patient. Whatever, no big deal. I never did. I was not part of that business enterprise. All of a sudden, they open up the back. The back looked like you could find Harry the turkey back there with his fucking claws up. They didn't give a fuck. They spun her around. They lifted her up. Just give her the hee-ho. And that lady's fucking there. They're moving her fucking hoof and fucking shoes sticking out. He told me that they were pushing her in and she's screaming, help me. The family's looking in the front of the building. Some people calling the cops. These fucking idiots get in the car. Fucking start driving immediately to 114 St. Luke's Hospital, which is like Mount Sinai now. These fucking guys pull in, and then now they start acting all concerned. Oh my God, bring a wheelchair. Because, you know, they can't touch her in the hospital. They're not medical personnel, they just transport. And this fucking lady comes out, these motherfuckers kidnapped me, they fucking grabbed me. It fucking was on. But anyway, somebody at the emergency room fucking called the cops. So these fucking guys had to burn the ambulance up in Hunts Point, and fucking that was the end of the medical transport Ambulet fucking business, man. Amazing. They were making so much fucking money into that party. The moral of the story is, not Harry, okay? The moral of the story is, they held down to the fucking very fucking end till they had to torch that car under the Bruckner. They fucking lit that fucking thing up and saw their fucking financial dreams going in fucking flames. So I tell you one thing, if Mad Mike and Benito could hold their fucking business against all odds in a family kidnapping their mother or aunt, whoever she was, let me tell you something. It's possible for us to hold on for a little bit longer and add on to the position. So, fucking idiots, man. What can I tell you? This is my fucking child. I'm apologizing for my childhood. Anyway, Melania, I never operated that business, so just let you know you're safe. Oh, dude, we're going to the hospital, the real hospital. Good night, motherfuckers, and I will see you Saturday, Sunday. I'll see you until this is all over.